finally camping season again. It's April, and we're getting ready to go out for our first trip. So there are a few things we have to do the week before. One, the camper really needs washed. It's sat there most of the winter, and it's nasty, so we'll be getting that done. We got to go through and inventory it. We've also got to reorganize and clean storage compartments, get the water system flushed, and some other odds and end maintenance things like that. So that's what we'll be doing this week before. And then next week we're going to go out to a local state park, Greenbo, and we always like to do that the very first trip. That way we call it sort of the shakeout trip, so that we can go out, we can test everything. If something doesn't work, it's only about a 20-minute drive back into the camping supply, so we can get the parts we need if we've got an issue, and we can get help out pretty easily if it's something that I can't handle, like a slide issue or something like that. So that's what we always do. So that's the plan coming up. So what we're going to do, we'll do a little bit of showing you how we prepare and how we prep the camper and get ready to go, and then of course we'll take you on the trip with us, and we're going to also try out the new appliance that we got during the winter, and that's a Blackstone 22-inch griddle. Pretty excited about that. Been practicing here a little bit, learning to use it. It's a new tool. It's just a roll steel griddle, grill like they used when I worked at Bordenburger to make hamburgers and that kind of thing. So it's really pretty cool. It's got a lot of uses, so we're going to put it to its paces, or try to anyway, and we'll let you see some of that as well. Alrighty, well, just wanted to bring you up to speed. There we are. Okay, we've opened up the storage, and you can see we need to clean up a little bit here. Got some dirt down in there, so we'll get all that done. That goes all the way over to the other side there, and we've got work to do over there as well, which we'll do. And the front storage, we've opened it a little bit. We've had to dig out our family sign, and we had a little piece of wood that's got Emily's name carved into it, so we've extended that. And then come around here, you can see I've still got some tools up where I did the winterization. That needs to go where it belongs, and that needs to be cleaned out and organized. And then of course I've got to put the plug into the hot water tank so that we can have hot water, so it'll hold water. And I'll get that done here in a few minutes. And then you can see that we definitely need to wash it. And there's the grass blown all over the place there, so we'll get that all washed off. It's hard on, gets all dirty during the winter time. All right, there you go. Okay, well, we have got the plug in that water tank. We have water running into the camper, and we have the camper set up, all the valves to take city water. Now, I got water running, and I think it's because it's the hot water tank. So I'm going to go in here in a minute and run some hot water through and see if it'll clear the air out of that line. And that'll be a big step, because I don't have anything running right now out of the camper. So that's a good sign, I think. All right, let's find out what's going on in here. All right. We did go ahead and flush the antifreeze out. Okay, we turn that on, and we'll see if that starts to spit air here in a second. It should, or I think it should. At least the hot water tank is vented. Yeah, nope, there it is. That's what I thought. This is all the air coming out of the hot water tank, so we can fill that hot water tank up, so we can turn it on and make sure it's working. Once that starts running, there we go. We put it into a steady stream. Yeah, that's what it's doing, I do believe. Filling in that hot water tank. It's I think it's I want to say a 7 or 12 gallon hot water tank. I'd have to look, but Just want to make sure. Oh, I heard a rumbling noise. Turned out to be just a car. Panicked there for a second. Okay, there we go. See, you still got a little bit of pink in that. But it's clearing up. Yeah, there we go. See a little pink. So we're getting there. Alright. That pink is the antifreeze. Alright, see now we're running smooth. Let's test it on another location. The bathroom sink. Alright. Look, yeah, got a little air in the lines there, but that's alright. We expect that. Alright, running smooth. And then the shower. We'll try that a little bit. And it's running smooth. Alright. We're in business. Cool. We got that, so now we're ready. Let's flip a switch and see if it'll heat up. Yeah. Alright, let me show you where the switch is at. There's one outside, but this is the one I normally use. This is the control panel. This brings the 3 slides in and out. That's the awning light and the porch light, which is actually the light underneath the steps. And then this is the hot water heater, and you have the option of gas, or you have option of electric, and we're going to use electric. Then you have the water pump if we're dry camping. The step light, which is the light over here, right there, that illuminates these steps so that my clumsy butt doesn't fall on it. And this is the ceiling light that turns all the big lights on. So there you go. And then this, of course, is the controls that we can use to check to see what's full and what's not full and that kind of thing. The battery's good. Fresh water's empty. The black water's empty. That gray says I've got 1/3 of a tank. Yeah, wonder about that. And then that gray too says I got nothing. So we'll dump that here because that's just flush water from where we winterized everything. So I ain't worried about that. Okay, let's move to the next. Okay, we're working on cleaning out. This is probably the storage compartment that we use the most. Has everything that we bring out for every camping trip. So you got chairs. I'll have a table in there in a few minutes, but I wanted to show you my container that has all the essential, we'll call them potential needs. Various and sundry screwdrivers and tools. Of course, a hatchet, fire starter. This is wood shavings. This is great for starting fire when you don't have a lot of dry kindling. The 2 surge protectors. This one's a 50-inch surge protector. This one is a 30 amp. We've learned the hard way to make sure you have a surge protector in. And then, of course, some way to start fire besides striking 2 rocks together. Tent stakes. Then parachute cord. Various flashlights. Repair kits. This is a nylon repair kit. You might find it with a camping, but we thought this might be needed, so stuck it in. There's wire ties in there, that kind of thing. That's what we have in our sort of our kit. That's takes everything with us we may or may not need, but probably will at one time during the year. See, here's Flex Seal if we get a leak. That's works really well. Hose clamps in case we have an issue with hose clamps. There's some flex tape in here. See, here's some flex tape. Patch a small hole. That way we can seal leaks if we have a problem. Anyway, thought you'd like to see that, so there you go. Okay, good morning everyone. Well, it's the 4th Tuesday in April, and it is our first camping trip. It's a camping trip that, like I explained a little earlier, that we're going to use as a shakeout trip and make sure everything's working before we venture very far from home. I don't think it would be very pleasant to have something not working the way it's supposed to work that we need and it not be working. So we do this every year,
just to make sure. Sort of learn lessons that we've had and that other people have had. We went out one year for the first time and had a ground fault plug burn up, and of course in doing so it took out half of the plugs, half of the wall sockets in and outside the camper. So we were close and we were able to go and get another one and get it put in. So so we're learning. Camera's shaking a little bit, sorry about that. So now what I'm doing is I'm running to Walmart to get our last minute stuff. It's allergy season this year has been terrible, so we need to get some Benadryl to take with us. And we noticed last night when we were loading some stuff into the camper that the smoke detector in the bedroom is chirping. So we're buying batteries, reminded us to buy batteries to replace in the smoke detector. So we're going to do that when we get out there first thing. But otherwise, stop and get fuel, and then we'll be on the road. We're excited that this is 2019, and that the new season is in, and we're able to start getting out. We've got several trips planned, including the Outer Banks, which we'll do an extensive or more extensive video of once we get that done. That's in late June. And remember, we were going there last year and a hurricane come up the coast, and so we decided to go to Pigeon Forge, which was a fun trip, short of the fact that I had a little fall. And so anyway, so that's what we're doing. So I'll let you go, and we'll be back with you here a little later. Well, good morning. It's about 8:30 this morning. Woke up on my second cup of coffee. It rained last night, rained yesterday. It started about 9 o'clock, and then off and on during the night. It was a good sleeping temperature, if you know what I'm saying. A good sleeping sound as it pattered the roof of the camper. So this morning got up and stepped out. It's about 55 degrees, a little cool. Finishing my coffee out here. Mostly cloudy. The sun's trying to come out. Supposed to be out some today. There's some chance of some showers later this evening, off and on. So that's all right. Today's plan is I'm actually going to go into work. This is close to work. That's the other reason that we picked it. I got to work about 3 hours, and then I'll be back. We're going to do fried rice today on the Blackstone, and I will see if I can't show you that. Set up the camera so that you can see a little of that going on, and so we're going to do that. We did have a little medical emergency, you might say, yesterday. Emily got into something, and I think on the playground. I don't know whether they're using a disinfectant or what, but she broke out in hives, and we give her a little bit of Benadryl, and that took care of that. After about 3 or 4 or 5 hours, it faded away, so that was good. But that was our biggest excitement yesterday. Otherwise, we just played in the playground, and we did smash burgers, which is basically making a hamburger the same way that Steak and Shake does. So that was sort of fun. It was a really good burger. I think I've got a picture of one I'll stick in here somewhere and show you. So anyway, that's the plan today. I will spin around a little bit and give you a view of the campground the way it is now. It's only about a third full. But of course, it's Wednesday and school's in, so we won't see it getting busy here till about Friday afternoon, and then this place then I think is sold out. So and if I haven't told you, we're at Greenbo Lake State Park, which is just about 15 miles from the house. So that makes it easy to get here. So anyway, let me give you a quick tour or a quick view of what I'm looking at on the other side of the camera. I'll give you a little view of what I can see when I'm walking around my campsite. This is my campsite. See, as you can see, and there's the playground. This is a good campsite. Emmy likes it because it's so close to the playground and she can play in the creek here. So, really nice. Thought you'd enjoy seeing that. And hearing the water run. Now talk about relaxing in the evenings. Campfire going. That trickle sound. Got to love it. We're gonna do a little fried rice and hibachi style chicken and beef. And never done it before. We've got the Blackstone 22-inch out here at the campground, so we're gonna give it a whirl. It's heated up and it's time to put some stuff on, so I just thought I would turn the camera on and video what happens.
Yeah, just bite-sized pieces.
There's only anything big enough to choke on, you know.
Well, yeah, but you want them big enough for people like me that's not going to eat the meat.
That's true. Well, you don't have to put it in. The cookie sheet. Yeah, bring it over here so I don't want to burn them. Count a page. I'm gonna need something to put the rice. No.
Yeah, just making sure it doesn't go everywhere. Are you eating? Yeah.
Sprinkle them in here. They don't want to, doesn't want to turn loose.
Okay, here's where we're at with breakfast. Pancakes are on. A couple eggs are done. Bacon's done. More pancakes to come. Here we go. Okay, here's a little something we haven't showed you. There's some of the campground. Of course, we're all the way over there in the middle screen. It's where you bring your garbage. But there is a picnic shelter here that's available for use for registered campers. It's a really nice one. We've seen them do all kinds of things up here, a lot of family reunions and stuff like that over the years. But it's real nice. Got silly string all over the place right now. Just thought I would show you that. You're getting there, baby.
I don't remember how to do that.
You're getting it. I'm staying close. Put that foot right there. There you go. And then this foot right there. Oh yeah.
Hello.
Good. Hello, good job. Climb the wall. Well, I don't know what it is about camping and raining for us, but alright, the blue dot is us, and you can see what's coming this way. So, I don't know. We'll see. Right now, I'm sitting here, got the bug light on. These little gnats keep flying around. Bug light seems to be taking care of it. Watching a little TV. And the way the weather is, it's sort of holding the smoke down. You can see what the weather looks like. You can see it's pretty empty down that way. Cute, pretty little creek right here, and of course, this is why we picked this campsite. So we can walk out the door, and Emily goes right to the playground. So that's made her pretty happy. So far so good. Everything's working, and dinner was good. I've got the Blackstone Griddle covered up right now for weather. So, and speaking of weather, right there it is on the radar. Well, it's starting to let up some. I don't know. I'd say you probably can still hear it in the background. There's a little bit of rain on the roof. Kind of rain that would put you to sleep, that patter on the roof. And so I come on inside. We're just going to watch a little TV in here, and just enjoy being away from the house and being out in a campground somewhere, surrounded by trees, and probably a skunk or two that hopefully will stay away. We'll see. Anyway, that's what we're doing this evening. That's what camping is all about. Well, our first attempt at fire was Friday evening. We had a lot of rain, but the rain's passed now and the sun has come out. Got that good, clean, fresh look and smell, and it's a little cool at about 55, 60, so we're going to fire up the fire and get it roaring tonight. And Emmy wants some s'mores. Don't you, Emmy?
Yeah.
Yeah. Emmy and I have our fire. We have our marshmallows. And so we're roasting marshmallows just the way she likes them. Medium rare to rare.
Good morning. Last day in the campground. And we're watching the kids walk by. They're staring at me like I've lost my mind, talking to myself. But it's Saturday morning. It's about 40 degrees. Good cup of steaming coffee. Well, here in about 30 or 40 minutes, we're going to make breakfast. This camping trip has been about making sure the camper works, and everything on it has seemed to work perfect. Although that might change at any time, you know how my luck is. But if not, it's been a successful trip, so we're ready to start the season. and ready to go. What we're going to do this morning, we're going to take our newest addition, which is the Blackstone Griddle, and we're going to do sausage and bacon, and we're going to do French toast, and we'll video that for you so that you can see how I do that. And I look forward to that, and 'cause that's good stuff. And then we're just going to laser around today, and then we're going to finish with a smash burger, hamburgers. This evening we're going to try to do that before the rain comes in this evening. They're talking about light showers after about 6, and I'd like to have some of this stuff put up. Excuse me. Allergies are killing us all here today. I mean, the pollen is heavy. It's been heavy. Even with the rain, after it rains, it doesn't take long for the pollen to just fill the air again. So, but it's that morning. So, anyway, that's an update, and we'll talk to you in a little bit.
Okay, being the professional cinematographer, I forgot to turn the microphone on the camera, so you're just going to put up with me narrating it this way. The dip, the egg wash for the French toast started out with 4 eggs, and then about a third a cup of milk, like you see there. Then we come in and about a teaspoon of vanilla. What you didn't see that I cut out is on the first attempt we had to dump the first set of eggs because, well, I tipped the vanilla up and dumped a half a bottle in there by accident, but what can I say? And then 3 teaspoons approximately of cinnamon, which is wonderful stuff on French toast, and a little bit of nutmeg went in also. And so there you have it. Now, what we're doing here is our sausage, but this is pre-cooked sausage. So you're basically warming and browning this. It's already ready to go. Now, what I like about that is on a rainy day, if you still want sausage, you can throw it in the microwave, and in about a minute, you've got piping hot, wonderful sausage. So we like to use that most of the time when we're camping. So it's already pre-cooked. We used real butter to grease up the griddle, and then we started putting our Texas toast into the egg wash mixture and putting it up there, as you can see. This makes a really good French toast. What we've learned is that this griddle, we've used it a couple times at the house, and this is the first camping trip, but it is just outstanding. Gives us a real ability to expand our camping menu, and the cleanup is just really easy. So we've become a quick fan of the griddle. So Blackstone, thank you very much. Okay, everything is in, and it's just time to let it cook. I've got to turn it from time to time. Don't want to burn anything. Get in trouble with the boss, you know. And everything's turned around. That's warmed up, so I've shoved it over in the cooler area of the griddle just to keep the sausage warm. And so now we've got our French toast is coming off, which makes it nice. That's means we're just about ready to go cooking. I had to cook a couple more pieces to make sure we have plenty, and then we get that sausage off of there and in with the rest of the food. And then it's time to go over to the picnic table and sit down and have a breakfast as a family. Again, one of the pluses of camping. You can sit at a picnic table as a family and enjoy a meal. So there you go. We did sprinkle a little powdered sugar on there, like I'm about to do right here, and then we're all ready to go. And I might add that breakfast was wonderful. A little butter, a little syrup. Emmy loved it. Shelley loved it. And, of course, me being the connoisseur of fat foods, I loved it as well.